Jack wiped out a whole nation's feast in one sitting. That was his way of showing gratitude. Then he offered to work for them. In just 2 minutes, he plowed vast fields and easily caught schools of fish, handing them out to the dwarves. The dwarves cheered like crazy. They even begged Jack to stay. But Jack kept thinking about his missing wife, so he asked the king for a ship to search the seas. The king agreed on the spot, but added a condition. Jack had to defeat their enemy first, before continuing his quest. Jack had no choice but to accept. Soon after setting sail, he spotted the enemy fleet. He yanked hard, dragging the entire armada off the ocean. When word reached the capital, the king ordered his soldiers to attack Jack. But no matter how they struck, they couldn't hurt him at all. Jack still pulled the enemy ships and dumped them back into dwarf country. To honor him, the king had a medal forged, granting Jack free passage through the kingdom. But when Jack asked again for a ship, the king suddenly went back on his word. Jack's feats had already made him a legend. If this kept going, he could even outshine the king. To stop that, the king ordered Jack's execution. Right then, the castle burst into flames. The king was trapped inside, seconds from death. With fire closing in, Jack didn't hesitate. He sucked in a gulp of water and blasted it out, snuffing the blaze with sheer force. But instead of gratitude, the king's jealousy only burned hotter. He immediately gave the order again. "Soldiers, execute Jack." Jack had no strength left to fight, but remembering the help he once received, he didn't resist. He just jumped onto a small boat, leaving the dwarves behind, continuing the search for his wife, until he reached a strange island, and before his eyes stood 2 full-sized adults, as tall as him. Excited, he rushed forward, but then he realized they were only giant wooden puppets, and the next moment, a massive shadow crept over him, slowly swallowing the ground behind.